What's good? What's good? I'm back. Yours truly, one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast, your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. Today, we got to get into another batshit crazy video where Call of Duty is getting backlash for basically, I guess they removed the skin of this big gamer because he won't accept and support Pride Month, and he won't push Pride Month on kids and indoctrinate kids. Before we get into that, though, I want to give you a word from promopalace.biz.
Position looking for music marketing and promotion? Then look no further than Promo Palace LLC, your one-stop shop for all music promotion services. Services include Spotify playlist pitching, YouTube video promotion, record pool promotion, blog placements, radio airplay promotion, SoundCloud promotion, and much more. With over 2,000 customers and over 10 years of experience in online promotion, Promo Palace LLC is a company you can trust. For more info, please go to promopalace.biz. See you there.
That's right. You heard it, beautiful lady. If you need online marketing promotions, please check us out, promopalace.biz. One-stop shop to promote your music, product, brand, or your service. And you can email me directly at promopalace1@gmail.com. That's promopalace, the number one, not spelled out, but the number one, promopalace1@gmail.com. All right, let's get into it. Another batshit crazy video where they're trying to force you to accept certain views and ideologies, which will never happen with me. Let's go.
It's been obvious throughout this month of June that people are sick and tired of companies that are virtue signaling. For the past several years, we've seen an uptick in rainbow logos and things like this for Pride Month. All these companies coming out and virtue signaling so hard. But for a lot of normal people, it's finally gone just a little bit too far. But Call of Duty apparently did not get the message, the same message that was sent to Bud Light and Target, the same message that lost them billions of dollars, because Call of Duty decided to step in it in a bad way. When they decided to cancel Nick Merckx, when they decided that something he said was so controversial that they needed to remove his skin from the Call of Duty shop. What was that controversial statement that made Call of Duty come out and disown this person? He said, don't mess with kids. That maybe the woke lunatics, the woke activists, maybe they should stop trying to indoctrinate children. This is all he said. They should leave.
You believe this shit? Before he gets into this, now saying don't mess with kids is controversial. It seems like every fucking word in the English dictionary is fucking controversial now. I mean, what the fuck, man? You talking about some sensitive ass little soft as marshmallow bitches where every fucking word in the fucking English dictionary is apparently considered hate speech or racist. Let's keep it moving.
Leave little children alone. That's the real issue. This is not controversial. It's not crazy. It's not radical. There's nothing crazy about that in any way, shape, or form. This is normal, and it's something the vast majority of people also believe. They don't want activist teachers indoctrinating your kids on the LGBTQ lifestyle while they're at public school. They just don't. They don't want it. And Nick Merckx, and resulting from this, they removed Nick Merckx's skin from the Call of Duty shop. Well, he refused to apologize, and now he has so many people that are standing behind him, whether it's big-time streamers or just people who refuse to play Call of Duty anymore. The backlash has gotten so fucking bad for them. We talked before, Dr. Disrespect came out, uninstalled the game, said, hey, until you apologize and restore this game, I'm never playing this game again. And then we had another big streamer out there, Tim the Tat Man. After going on stream and being a little bit seemingly wishy-washy on it, and people weren't quite sure where he stood, he decided to make it very fucking clear where he stands.
I like
Nick Merckx has been my friend for years. We went in getting our Call of Duty operators together. It feels wrong for me to have mine and him to no longer have his. In support of my friend, please remove the Tim the Tat Man bundle at Call of Duty. Well, that's exactly what Call of Duty did. Clearly, they're paying attention to a lot of this stuff because they removed Tim the Tatman's operator bundle as well, along with Nick Merckx. But when you look at the social media status right now for Activision for Call of Duty, you can see that this backlash is not going to end anytime soon. Just go to Call of Duty's Twitter account and let's scroll through this a little bit. You can see everything they put out is getting ratioed right now. Call of Duty, 3,400 comments to 2,600 likes. Here's another one, 5,900, 6,000 comments to 2,800 likes. And I imagine if we go through here, it's going to be similar things. There's Game On, leave children alone. Jay Hailstrom, leave children alone. Leave kids alone. Leave children alone. Leave children alone. Leave children alone. Jeremy got 68,000 or 6,800 likes on it. It's insane. Leave children alone. Leave children alone. Leave children alone. That is now the rallying cry for so many people against Call of Duty because clearly Call of Duty and Activision, they think that the sentiment of leaving children alone is controversial. That is a big fucking problem for a lot of people out there. And this backlash is not going to end anytime soon. And it looks like when it comes to Activision, they are starting to realize this as a company when they're tweeting things out about Pride in the midst of all this backlash. They decided to silence the audience. No replies allowed for Activision on this Pride post. Join us in celebrating the power of...
You know, anytime I see somebody trying to block comments, they're just trying to paint a false narrative, as far as I'm concerned. They know that they put out a bunch of they put out some bullshit, some complete horse shit that people ain't gonna agree with, and they're gonna go in on. So they want to block the comments. How about the smarter thing to do here would be don't put out the bullshit. Don't put out this horse shit that you know people are already going to fucking go batshit crazy over and get fucking upset. Like, you know, it's one thing for me to get on social media and I'll post something just to try to trigger people, just to try to piss people off. Because sometimes it's fun pissing people off. It's fun triggering people. But like, I couldn't have kids right now. If people were trying to indoctrinate my kids without my permission, I will be knocking some heads off some shoulders. I will be punching people in their mouths. I will be blackening some eyes, busting up some lips. I'll be knocking some teeth out of some mouths if any teacher tried to indoctrinate my kid without my permission. And I don't care if it was man or woman. I will put hands on them. If it was a female and she tried to indoctrinate my kid without me knowing, I'm putting hands on her. Because I'm sorry, man, you're asking for it. These people are asking for a fucking civil war. They're asking for a civil war. They're begging for a fucking civil war, man. When you're all, these are the three main things that I see that's going on in America that's going to lead to civil war. Censorship, which is basically a violation of the First Amendment. There's gun control, which is a violation of the Second Amendment. And now they're trying to indoctrinate kids. You know, if you want to indoctrinate kids, have your fucking own. Have your own fucking kids. Go ahead, indoctrinate them all you want. Once they turn 18, they can decide if they want to indoctrinate their own selves. But you don't get to indoctrinate other people's fucking kids, man. What the fuck is going on here with this shit? Let's keep it moving.
Hashtag Pride. Activision excited to be part of the Los Angeles Pride Parade on June 11th, which is today, by the way. If you see our float during the parade route, be sure to say hello and share your own stories. No one can reply. Maybe it's because yesterday or the day before when they tweeted about Pride, they got absolutely ratioed to hell. People are tired of these big companies prioritizing 0.001%. The woke activist freak out there, the woke activist freaks out there that want to indoctrinate your children, that want to teach them these things, that have openly admitted that that's what they're doing. They're pandering to them instead of their fan base. They're pandering to them instead of the people who play this game every single day, the big streamers who play this game. You're canceling them while you're supporting these truly radical activist freaks that want to indoctrinate children.
You know what? You know what's crazy about this? I would argue that like transgenders, I would argue a large portion of transgenders and gays don't even play Call of Duty. I would argue that. So this is what I don't get. Like you said, they're pandering to this little small percentage. And then they're pandering to people who don't even support the brand. Like the Bud Light thing. Like you pander to people who don't even drink Bud Light. And every single business seems like they're going along with this bullshit and this horse shit, and they don't have enough common sense to see they are alienating more than half of their consumer base. They're alienating. These people care more about people who don't buy their products or their services than people that buy their products and services. It would be like me, I'm a music promoter. It'd be like me saying, you know what? Screw all musicians. Fuck all musicians. We only care about promoting non-musicians. Well, it's kind of hard to do music promotion for non-musicians. Like, I don't get this. This makes no sense that every business is going along with this bullshit, and they're all losing money and losing customers and getting extreme backlash over this, because that's what happens when you alienate a large portion of your consumer base. I don't know why they can't put 2 and 2 together and get 4 and see that this shit is not profitable.
There is nothing controversial about what Nick Merckx said. He has been supported by so many people, and it's only going to continue to get worse for Activision and Call of Duty as they try desperately to ignore all of this stuff while still virtue signaling over Pride Month. It is fucking pathetic. And if they don't reverse course soon, we could be looking at something major happening for Activision and Call of Duty, something that people maybe never thought would happen. There wouldn't be enough momentum for this to happen. But it doesn't look like this is slowing down anytime soon.
You know what it tells me? That they're trying to force this. They're trying to force these ideologies and views in all across society. They're trying to force us to accept something that, like, this is how I broke it down. This is my stance. I accept gays. I accept gay people. Do I support them? No, never will, never have. And I'm not going to. Do I accept transgenders? Never will. It's not real. It's not reality. It's imaginary, make-believe, made-up bullshit. And I'm definitely not supporting anything that I don't accept. And yeah, so like I had a neighbor that was gay. I talked to him all the time before. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of political conversations. Would I go out and wave the flag with him? No. And if he asked me, I would look at him like he was dumber than a fucking bag of bricks, and I would tell him to go fuck himself. I'm not going to support something that, even though I accept that there's gays in the world, I still don't agree with it. I will never agree with homosexuality. I will always think it's disgusting. I don't think it's anything to be proud of. I think it's the complete opposite. I don't think there's one thing to be proud of about being gay, one whatsoever. But apparently people will say that's hate speech. Just because I don't accept something or support something doesn't mean I hate it. And it's crazy how all these people out here that hate Donald Trump, and they show this Donald Trump hate or this conservative hate or Republican hate every single day, try to call themselves decent people. What a bunch of hypocrites. Because you know why? There's nothing decent about hate. Nothing decent about hate. Once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Another batshit crazy video. I don't get it. All these businesses, why do they feel the need to conform? It's going to backfire because all they're doing is alienating consumer. All this does is, it's like Bud Light. They did what they did, and now there's a conservative beer brand out there. That's all you're going to do. You're going to alienate half your consumers, and somebody's going to step in and create a product to take those consumers. And I'm not alienating half of my consumer base. I'm sorry. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in to Paul Pickett Podcast. And I'm out.